This is not just a narrow strip of water. This is the Strait of Hormuz, a place so small yet so powerful that nearly 20% of the world's oil flows through it. And right now, it is sitting at the center of a silent war. A few days ago, the world heard something strange. Iran said the strait is completely open. At the same time, the United States said we are still enforcing a blockade. So what is the truth? Is it open or is it controlled? Because behind these statements, warships are moving, tankers are turning back, and one wrong move can shut this waterway again. Page 1. How it started. This didn't begin here. It began in late February 2026, when the United States and Israel launched strikes on Iran. Iran responded immediately, not with diplomacy, but with control. Iran's military, especially the IRGC Navy, sent a clear message. No ship is allowed to pass. And just like that, the Strait of Hormuz was effectively closed. Ships stopped. Oil shipments froze. Global markets panicked. Iran even claimed it had complete control of the strait. And then came the threats. Any unauthorized ship could be attacked. This wasn't just a warning. Mines were reportedly placed in the water. Routes became unsafe, and the world realized this wasn't just a regional conflict anymore. Page 2. The US response. The United States didn't stay silent. President Donald Trump announced a naval blockade, not of the entire strait, but specifically targeting Iran. Any ship going to or from Iranian ports could be stopped, intercepted, turned back. And that's exactly what happened. Multiple oil tankers were intercepted, several ships were forced to turn around. US destroyers began monitoring vessels in the region. At one point, over a dozen ships were stopped or redirected by US forces. The message was clear. Iran may control the water, but the US controls the trade. Meanwhile, US warships entered the strait for the first time since the conflict began, in what officials called freedom of navigation operations. This was no longer a hidden conflict. This was a direct power struggle. Page 3. Open but controlled. Then came the twist. April 17, 2026. Iran suddenly announced the Strait of Hormuz is completely open. Markets reacted instantly. Oil prices dropped sharply. The world felt relief. But the reality, very different. Because Iran added conditions. Ships must coordinate with the IRGC. Only approved routes can be used. Military vessels are not allowed. In simple terms, you can pass, but only with Iran's permission. At the same time, the United States did not remove its blockade. US forces continued, tracking Iranian tankers, intercepting vessels, enforcing restrictions on trade. So now, two powers are controlling the same waterway at the same time. And ships caught in the middle. Some moved forward, others turned back. Hundreds remained stuck, waiting for clarity. Page 4. The current situation right now. This is the reality. The strait is open, but not free. Iran says, follow our rules. The US says, follow ours. And in between, global trade hangs in uncertainty. Iran has also issued a warning. If the US blockade continues, the strait could be closed again. And that's the real danger. Because this isn't full war yet. It's pressure, control, power. A silent standoff in the most important waterway on Earth. And if this closes again, it won't just affect the Middle East. It will affect fuel prices, global markets, and everyday life. Everywhere. This isn't just a conflict. This is a choke point on the world itself. And right now, it's one decision away from chaos. One narrow strait, two superpowers, and a world that can't afford a mistake.